I talk a lot about trends here on my channel, and the trends that I'm featuring today surprised me. I didn't see them coming, but I definitely think they are well worth knowing about. Now, first up, and this one is really exciting, and it is brooches. Now, I love the idea of jazzing up an outfit with a brooch, and I do think that this trend possibly has come on the back of bag charms. And I've talked in a couple of my videos recently about the popularity of bag charms and embellishing our outfits with a brooch, whether it be a new brooch or a vintage option or something that a family member owned and loved and wore, whatever it may be, there is a real trend for wearing brooches on our sweaters, sweatshirts, coats, jackets, you name it. And I am definitely here for wearing brooches. Oh, and I'm excited to say that I have a discount code to share with you from the team at Squarespace. They're my favorite website builders, and I will tell you a little bit more about them and that discount shortly. The next trend that I am absolutely loving, and I'm just calling it statement bags, because these bags and purses they're a work of art in themselves. And the reason that I particularly love this trend is that you can wear any of the clothes that you currently own, add one of these statement bags, and you're immediately going to have a really interesting, upbeat, and modern looking outfit. But some of these bags are just out the gate fun, and like I said, they're kind of wearable works of art. I think my favorite has to be this crystal tennis ball bag, but there are so many beaded, colorful, embroidered velvet. There's this rose-shaped box bag, which is especially cool, but lots of interesting shapes and designs of these statement bags. So there is really something kind of fun for everyone. And obviously I just talked about brooches as a great way of embellishing some of our sweaters and clothing pieces. But there's also this real return to denim jackets and just jackets in general that are really embellished, like lots of studded details, embroidery, all sorts of really interesting brocade and embellishments. Now, I talked in a recent video about the idea of sort of opulence being a trend that's very much coming back into style. And one of those pieces as part of that trend are these embellished jackets. They're not going to be timeless pieces that you will, I suppose, hold on to necessarily for years to come. I think that this is a look that it might just last this season, but it's fun. And also it's a look that can be easily upcycled, or you can maybe thrift a piece and have some fun with a DIY project. But these embellished jackets are definitely having a moment, so I think they're fun and worth taking a look at. Now, next up is gloves. Now, I'm sure you're probably saying, that's revolutionary, gloves are happening for winter. Well, the reality is that they're almost statement gloves, and so think opera style long leather gloves worn back with more sort of summery pieces and shorter sleeves. And I think instead of gloves being so practical, they're almost making more of a fashion statement. And there are plenty of interesting colors and textures on offer. And as I said, some of those sort of really statementy gloves, like an opera style glove. The reason I particularly love these is because not only do they make a nice style statement, but they also do give some of those spring summery pieces a little bit more longevity so that you can wear them through into the colder months as well. But definitely take a look at some of these really interesting glove options. And at this point, I'd just like to say a very big thank you to the team at Squarespace for sponsoring this portion of today's episode. Now, I have a Squarespace blog, and over the years, I've built websites for a number of clients and shown a lot of friends how easy it is to use Squarespace. Squarespace also recently introduced a cool new AI feature called Design Intelligence. This new feature makes it even easier for anyone to build a stunning, personalized website that does absolutely everything you need it to do, including creating an online store to sell physical or digital products, And it also helps you create and sell online courses. Now, if the idea of creating your own website gets you a little bit scared, then you don't need to be. Squarespace takes all of the hard work out of it. They have some amazing templates on offer, so you can have a website up and running in a really short space of time. You can customize those templates and you can basically do anything you like with a Squarespace blog or website. Now, what I suggest you do if you are looking to build a website for yourself or someone that you know, then whip on over to squarespace.com, take advantage of their free trial, and then when you are ready to push play, simply use my unique URL, which is squarespace.com/the Style Insider, and my code, which is simply the Style Insider, and that will save you 10% off your first website or domain. It is that simple. I will leave a link in the description box below, but I can hand on heart recommend Squarespace as the easiest way to build any sort of online presence. Now, one of the key trends for the season, and I'm sure you've heard plenty of people here on YouTube talking about it, and that is suede. But what I have also seen, and this is in my mind a more affordable version or option if you want to kind of have an option that looks really cool, is textured like suede, but is more budget friendly, and that is corduroy. I did notice that a lot of the designers, including Miu Miu, sent their models down the runway wearing corduroy pieces, whether they were corduroy jackets or even shoes, or little accents with contrasting corduroy collars. I did see a lot of corduroy, and I think that it's a really lovely option for winter. It's got that sort of texture, but as I said, it's far more affordable than its more expensive cousin, which is suede. So definitely take a look at some of these beautiful corduroy pieces. And also with corduroy, before I forget, you get the sort of the different sizes in corduroy as well. So you get that sort of fine corduroy, but you also get the chunky version as well. So there's kind of something for everyone. Let me know in the comments below if you like corduroy or this is a particular fabric that you enjoy wearing. Now, we all know that animal print is very much a happening trend for the season, but what I have seen more and more is mixing of those animal prints and wearing them together. And I think it's fun, and obviously it's things like wearing your leopard back with a zebra style print and just creating interesting outfits by mixing those two different animal prints, or whether it's a snake skin mixed back with a leopard, you name it, it's about mixing up those prints and creating something that is fun and playful. And that's what some of these trends really are. They're unexpected and they're kind of interpretations of an original trend, and it's been sort of taken to that next stage, which I think is really fun. So mix up those animal prints and wear them together. Now, next up is denim shirts, and that is why I decided to wear one of my denim shirts in today's episode. Now, I've been a fan of denim jackets and shirts for a very long time, and I do think of a good denim jacket or denim shirt as capsule pieces in my wardrobe. They are timeless pieces that I can wear for years to come. And in fact, I think I've owned this one for quite a few years, but I love a good denim shirt, and that's what I seem to be seeing a lot of for this season. And denim shirts to me are a little bit like a shacket, but obviously in denim. And I talked about this, I'm sure I talked about it, or at least thought about this in a recent video. Shackets have kind of been moved aside, but hey, like any fashion trend, if you love it, wear it. But in replacing shackets is a denim shirt. So I think denim shirts are great. I think that they are a really great layering piece, and like this shirt I wear with a shirt underneath, with a knit underneath, or just wear it on its own like a shirt. They're versatile, they're practical, and denim works back with everything. So it's a really option to choose when you're looking at styling an outfit. So denim shirts are definitely back. Now, this one is going to be controversial, but I keep seeing it all the time, and that is little socks worn back with shoes, or like little kitten heels and pumps. And whenever I've talked about this look in the past, it seems to kind of, people are in one camp or another. You either love this look or you are a hard no on it. So let me know what you think about it. I I do like the look. I think the only problem that I have with this look is sometimes, depending on the shoes that you wear them with, you can end up with your feet sort of slipping around in your shoes. But it's a cute little look, and it's a great way of wearing some more of your summer shoes into the colder months as well. And if you haven't tried this look, you might actually be surprised at how kind of interesting and fun it actually looks. I bought a couple of airy socks when I was in the States last, and they are beautiful sort of ombre metallic style socks, and I wore them the last winter actually with some of my kitten heels and slingbacks and absolutely loved them. So I've kind of done an about face on this trend, and I am definitely here for it. Now, over the last few seasons, we've seen belts being used to really kind of nip in some of those oversized blazers and give some of those oversized pieces a little bit more shape. But what I have noticed when it comes to belts is that there are lots and lots of unnecessary belting happening. And so essentially what I'm saying is that belts are being worn as just a statement piece or just an extra interesting piece to an outfit. They're not really being used to nip you in at the waist or hold up your pants. They're really just more and more being used as an extra accessory. Now, I'll try and find the Chloe belt that I saw on the runway, and it was just making such a beautiful statement piece. And I think that studded belts are happening as well, I've noticed, and well, all sorts of statement belts. They are not necessarily doing anything but looking good and adding a little bit of fun to an outfit. So I think I saw them referred to as unnecessary belts. So that's what I'm calling them as well. They're unnecessary belts, but unnecessary but necessary because they're adding some interest to an outfit. And last but not least, there are statement hats returning. And over the last few seasons, we've seen baseball caps being worn with everything from beautiful suiting to more sort of elevated activewear. And it's almost like they have started a bit of a trend, and there are hats that are being worn that are just a beautiful statement piece, like gorgeous little pillbox style hats and leather sort of beret type hats. So hats are definitely making a comeback. A number of the designers added them to their runway shows, and you generally do see that when it comes to runway shows. It's all about kind of creating a vibe and a bit of a hype, but some of these hats are also definitely going to be enjoyed and loved and worn in a very real way. So think about sort of baker style caps and, as I said, pillbox hats and even baseball caps. So just let loose on wearing hats, and in particular some statement hats. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you a hat person or not so much? I know that I'm pretty lucky because of my simple hairstyle. I can wear a hat, don't end up with hat hair because my hair is usually so sort of simple anyway. But yeah, I think sometimes our hair can get in the way and we wear a hat and want to keep it on because we don't want hat hair and that whole dilemma. But please let me know in the comments below if you're a hat kind of person or not. Now you know all about these unexpected trends that are heading our way, I bet you'd like to know the most popular trends that are set to be huge next year. If you do, then simply click or tap on the screen here and I'll see you there.